Everyone, and welcome to round 2 of Serious Slander Saturday. And it seems like my mic is broken again, unfortunately.
God damn it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be this show without my mic being broken, to be honest. Yeah, give us a minute, yeah.
I swear to God. It's seriously,
Alright,
it is not a serious slander Saturday without Luke's mic fucking up.
yeah, pretty much.
Have you just tried getting good?
You try turning it off and on again.
Is it actually working? Like, can you guys hear us on the
I
stream?
think so
Because
now, yeah.
I can't see the Discord overlay. It's broken now.
Oh no, your overlay's fucked.
Yes, Wigzily either.
Oh, it's working now. Okay, well,
Continue with
everything
your
is...
intro.
Sorry?
Continue with your intro, Luke.
Yeah, back to the show's normal intro now. Welcome to Serious Slender Saturday. Today we have me, Luke Tor, Good Storm FC, and Kale. When you introduce yourself.
I'm Kale, I'm Test Strat FC. And we have Teltac F9 Monkey.
It's true, you know.
You remember the headliner leaks, Luke? This is the guy who was yelling at.
Oh no! Oh.
I stand for at here pings.
I wish we could get a headliner on the show. That'd be great. The funniest thing about me to that is that how like he actually knew like what F9 did, and
Yeah,
he said something like you gotta know your enemies to defeat them or something like that. That was
yeah.
just the
I had
funniest
no
shit to
clue
me.
what the hell that insult was supposed to be.
I remember that people were like, don't you mean F1 monkey? He's like, no, it's an F9 monkey. It means he presses F9 to compile in Excel. And I'm like,
And
okay.
then I can't remember if it was in that actual chat or if it was on the Reddit thread where someone actually corrected him, saying that that's not what it does.
What does it do?
Apparently, it like recalculates. Obviously,
Recalculates.
I've done my research since.
Good. I wonder how correcting headliner on what F9 does would go for you.
I'll just ping him on Pappy now. Still
Yeah.
exists.
Is the Fappy Discord still alive for some of you?
It
Like
exists in that no one's bothered to purge it, I think.
it's like the Avengers hotline that during Civil War where nobody uses it. Anyway, our content for today for me will be about roll calls because I like roll calls and I like roll calls for a very specific reason. It's because they make for nice explosions. Kale, what's your topic going to be?
Yeah, no, look, I think especially at the moment with both sides of the war, like setting up and crabbing, I think having a crabbing show would be pretty good.
Crabbing show. You want to talk about crabbing or about killing crabs? Because I can do only one of those.
Yes.
Okay. Tiltak, if you could propose one topic, what would it be?
I mean, I only really came on here to shitpost Kale about Marmite being better than Vegemite, so...
Yeah, see, he's
That's fair
uncultured
enough.
swine, Luke. You don't have to listen to him. He for some reason believes that Vegemite is better. He just won't tell you.
I mean, it's factually true that Mamai is better. However, I can always talk about Blops a little bit. We've had a little bit of fun last night with them, quite a lot, and the
Oh
game's
yeah,
gonna keep on being better.
Flops is an interesting thing, but I guess we'll get onto that later. I've got some thoughts on that with some, especially with some ex-Pappy groups, which should be extra spicy. All right, Thomas is back. Hello, Thomas.
Care
Because your
to
internet's
introduce
being a bit
yourself,
fucky. Yeah, may as well introduce yourself. Has his internet dropped out again?
When
Yeah, no.
he introduce yourself, Thomas.
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
Introduce yourself.
All right. Yeah. Hi. Me again. Nearly weekly on the show. Thomas. Key skirmish FC for Test Alliance. Vegemite and Marmite hater. Glad to be on the show.
Is that what occupies test leadership channels? Vegemite versus
It
Marmite.
occupies every test channel.
You'd be surprised, man. I'll wake up and I'll be just browsing Discord and I'll see a Teltac go green. I was like at Teltac in test channel, like Vegemite is better, you Marmite eating fuck, and it just for the next couple of hours it just follows through like the FC channels and the general channel.
The hardest part is just not kicking him every time.
So, fun fact, we actually convinced the CEO from Teltac to change his in-game role to, I think it was Vegemite lover or whatever. And that was a very fun 15 minutes.
Yeah, you fucks. I was like, fuck this, I'm not logging in right now.
I just got this fucking mad abusive message from Teltac. It was great. Someone strange. If you're something strange, if you're watching this, or if you do watch this, thank you very much for that. That was that was the best early birthday present.
I never even saw any of the money for it as well.
I was gonna pay him, and he did it for free.
The
The
money for
fucking
what?
wanker.
I was gonna pay him to change Teltac's like corp title to Vegemite Lover, but he decided to do it for free. So who am I to judge?
What a wanker.
But do you know actually on the topic of crabbing, my one of my favorite things is the way that Thomas makes money in Eve is he challenges people to chess.
Right, yeah, that's a true story. So, basically, I think it was like a month or two ago, had some guys from some test corp. Basically, challenge me to a chess duel. So I think we put like 1.5 bill on the table and said, okay, if you beat me, you get 1.5 bill. If I lose,
That's
vice versa,
hilarious.
Yeah, so that's how I made my first like 1 out of 10 bill. I made around 3 bill just by playing chess. Absolutely amazing.
Yep, you heard it first here. Who needs to crab when you can play chess?
Exactly.
Anyway, that's a story of how I funded my hard rate.
Yeah, I think we were sitting in ETAC-V waiting for the jump bridge to repair, and you're like, "Who wants to play chess?"
I distinctly remember heading over to like Free D when goons were just hell camping, just going in there and asking them for a chess duel. That was great.
And what was the response?
And people joined it. Like people joined the League Chess link, play against me. I lost a couple of times, but I also won many times. It's quite fun. I think even Cryo played against me.
Where is Cryo tonight, Luke? I thought he was joining tonight.
I don't know, Crab's been taking a break from things recently.
Yeah, look, that's fair. Real life over the video game, right?
I mean, then again, we're all in lockdown, so
Well, it all affects people differently.
anyway, I think we might get onto our first topic here, which kind of centers around crabbing and to like more specifically just rock walls. So let us know, Kale and Thomas, how your rock mining efforts have been going recently in your new area of Outer Passage.
Well, my personal Rockwool experiences ended when I jumped to UQ TAC and not UTAC Q.
Wait, did you seriously?
Yeah, I'd been moving Alliance and Corp stuff for about 16 hours, and my eyes were hanging out of my head. And this is when they were naming Sinos after the Sino pilots in the chain. And when they put the Sino down to refuel, and I didn't read it, so I just kind of looked for the name, saw their name, and clicked, and I'm like, I'm getting shot. Fuck.
I really remember like just I think it was I DM'd Kill or I messaged him on Test General Discord. And just laughing at him was great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's going to be the most fortunate kind of jump range coincidence that ever happened. That
yeah.
like your destination be U-Q and there also be a bait beacon opportunity at UQ TAC.
CCP is very on the fence on whether or not it is like they're allowed to call them after actual player names, as CCP is wont to do. They're like, we know that this is possibly in like this is a response. They're like, this is possibly in violation, but we are not currently monitoring or policing beacons using player names. We're sorry for your loss. Go fuck yourself, essentially. Thanks, CCP.
The amount of systems in Catch in particular that are basically the same name is wild. I think there's like a very similar GE TAC, also in range of GE TAC 8.
There's also another GE TAC, GTAC something as well as GE TAC A, or you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different systems that are so similar. That's why I'm like, when people are like, oh, it's in like these two syllable, it's number letter, number letter, whatever. I'm like, no, I need like 3 to 4 so I can find the right system. Otherwise, I'm gonna go to fucking the other side of the galaxy.
Every time I'm talking about GTAC M and Delve, there's always some person that's like, "Oh, you mean G Magic?" I'm like, no, I don't.
Speaking of Delve, how is your ratting efforts over there? I've seen the ADMs are going quite up high.
Yeah, you should see the metal module market. Everything's crashing. There's so much volume. It's ridiculous, to be honest. People are just becoming uber crabs.
Are you guys
Because
having the same issue at the moment where you've got to ping and then ping again and be like, stop fucking crabbing and get in the fleet?
no, not really. I think most people have like, if they're running like 5 rocks, then they've probably got a subcap account as well.
You'd hope so.
Yeah, but there are definitely a bunch of uber crabs. But we're still getting a bunch of PvP content, so it's going alright. And I don't think we've lost too many supers, so...
Not too many. Check skill board.
Well,
I
there was that
remember.
one ASCII one in like 3 Tech D or something, which was really funny. But what other ones have there been? It's just been like random carriers, mostly dying to rats.
Oh man, I've seen this kill mail. I think it was like a week ago, etc. It was some goon who died to like 3 bombers on a gate in his Providence, and there was like 14 bill in there or something like that. Amazing.
It was like merchy or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's such a
just
merchy
all
thing to do.
BBCs.
But yeah, people are like learning again how to move around freighters and things like that. And
Eve is
some people
healing.
learning. Oh, yeah, Delve is healing.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Oh.
5 systems.
Did you say Delve or Eve is healing Teltac?
I said Eve.
He's recovering from blue donut.
No more.
Speaking of Blue
super
Donut,
chat.
like speaking of Blue Donut, Luke, what do you think about your little pact with I think it was AOM and stuff like that?
I'm not a diplomat, and I haven't been told. I haven't been told not to shoot AOM, so I'm not sure like to what extent I can reasonably comment on that. To be honest, what do you know about it, Thomas?
Yeah, I haven't done anything with AOM since the war ended, so I've like no idea what's going on there. I just see like Suka fleets coming out from goons, and I'm like, oh, they're going to hunt AOM or not, and more often than not, it's just not. So I'm wondering if there's kind of blue drill pack.
So I think AOM made PIBC on Tranquility, and now they're merging or joining with Wrecking Crew, who you guys are blue with, or at least friendly with. So
We're neutral to Wrecking Crew.
I think it was Dread Bomb that they're like semi-friendly with.
Wrecking Crew is stripped on. Is it not?
I think they're two
They're
different.
part of. Dreadbomb is part of Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
and you guys are definitely blue with Wrecking Crew. With Dread Bomb.
No.
Oh bullshit! The amount of times that you guys come fuck with us together, and in local, both of you like, "Hello, fellow Goonies." Fuck off, you're not.
do you want me to like take a screenshot of Dread Bomb of my goon characters? Like, this is what happens when you don't have a spy else KO.
Ah, fuck spying, it's not my cup of tea. No, I shit you not. When like people were all coming to fucking shoot the Rorquals in that system the other day, it was like Initiative, it was some Goon Swarm, it was Dread Bomb, and all you guys were like, "Hello, fellow Goonies," in local. Like, legit. That is what you were all saying to each other.
Yeah. I mean, we can still be friends if we're not blue.
You
Means
may
we can
not be
still shoot
blue,
each
but you're at
other.
least blue-trul.
I think it's like a similar relation between Horde. Well, not similar. Maybe it's similar to like Horde and Test currently.
Just because we like work together sometimes doesn't mean that we're blue, or much less like not allowed to shoot each other. Where did you hear that we were blue to RC from?
Been awake for over 24 hours now.
Huh?
I heard it somewhere that either you guys were blue or blue-trul with them. Like, you guys would go on ops together, and do shit and hit targets and stuff. I know
You know,
you
I've
guys.
seen
I
it
know
on
you
Reddit,
guys have
so
got
it must be true.
access. I know you guys have got access to structures because we've seen goons docking and undocking.
Yeah, I have no idea about structures.
That's what I said. If you're not blue, then you're blue-trul. You know, you're neutral, but you're still friendly. Yeah, you may not be set blue, but you guys act. It's you guys are. You know what I'm trying to say. Don't make me word. Words are fucking hard at the moment.
Have you tried going to fucking sleep?
Yeah. I'm fixing my sleeping patterns. I ended up on fucking EU US sleep, so I'm staying awake so I can go to sleep after the show.
I too accidentally fuck up my sleeping patterns.
I mean, there's a reason that my what is it? My fucking speak of the devil. There's a reason that my Discord is a quote from Carmen, which is the concept of time does not apply to the Kale.
Hey, Cohen, want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Carmen. I'm an FC in Test.
Eddie's also one of the big bosses too now.
Yeah, rumors have it that he's cooking for the entire alliance, making buffalo wings.
Oh,
I
dude,
heard this is happening at Eve London.
I would
Head
happily
chef.
make buffalo wings for the whole alliance. Like, I recently got into making my own buffalo wings, and that shit is fire. It is so good.
Test head chef, Carmen Gel.
I mean, we do have a cooking like channel. I
The
think it's called the
kitchen is
Kitchen.
based.
Sapporo Jones bows before him. Someone just called you Mini PGL.
It was a dream.
Don't know whether to take that as a compliment or an insult.
Yeah, that brings us to our title of the show. PGL, stand down or get put down. Thoughts on that?
Don't really have many thoughts on that. Don't really know what you mean.
I mean, he does use light mode mumble, so there are problems.
He what? I bet he uses light mode Discord too.
What a fucking animal.
You guys don't use light mode, Mumble?
No, man, I downloaded
No.
the test overlay with the dark mode.
Yeah, I don't hate myself enough to use light mode.
There's an option to put dark mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
it's-
I'll
it's on
poke
your-
Ibn for the link.
Save yourself. Use Mumble Dark Mode. Anyway,
Well,
back
was it
onto the rocks.
the other day I took a screenshot and linked to Dotland, and someone messaged me and they're like, "Wait, Dotland has a dark mode?"
It sucks though, is the problem.
Yeah, Dotland Dark Mode sucks ass. Don't use it.
It's actually really hard to like read the text on the dark mode.
So Luke, what is the reason for the title of this series, Slander Saturday?
I don't know. I've just been hearing things around places from people.
He's just talking shit basically. He's trying to stir up some drama.
It wouldn't be serious slander Saturday without some serious slander.
I
The
mean,
last show I was on did not have anywhere near enough drama or slander, so I'm looking forward to this.
what has Pidgeot done in the past like month? He hasn't even been doing the move ups. It's been like Sandrin.
It's been
So no-
Sandra, and it's been some of
It
our
hasn't been
amazing
Sandra.
FCs, like our like just DDFCs.
You should rate your FCs on how many move ups they've done. I think that'd put Peachel at the bottom of the list, wouldn't it?
I think we'd have a lot of FCs at the bottom of the list.
But honestly, like, is Peachel just in like hibernation or something? Same with Villy.
Billy's super busy with work.
Pro God and Villy are both like super busy with real life stuff, and they have been for most of this year, so that's why they've not really been around too much.
Like
Who-
you got over that way, like USA and fucking Canada and shit. They actually get vaccines. They have a vast majority of their population vaccinated, unlike over here at the moment. So they're allowed to
Yeah.
go out and do real things.
Australia.
Fucking bin chicken for a premiere.
Anyway, let's probably not get too deep into real life politics here. So it was Pittsburgh, I believe, that said in the what was the name of the person that leaked the Pappy leadership stuff?
Happy
Or is it
Snowden.
like, yeah, Pappy Snowden. He linked the chat logs of, I think it was Pittsburgh, saying that like Philly has time to shit talk on Trash Talk Tuesday and stuff like that, but he doesn't have an hour of his time to run a fleet. Thoughts?
Well, you got to understand that the amount of time people can commit to things is different, right? Like, there's one of our FCs who's not really done anything for like a year or so because he's caring for his like father who's ill. So he can be around, but like he might have to drop everything at a moment's notice to like go and help, one of his parents. So in that kind of situation, I mean that's someone else, by the way. It's not like Billy. But in that kind of situation, you can't really go and commit like an hour to run a fleet because you might have to just run in the middle of it, right? So it's entirely reasonable that people can have like time to be available for some things, but not other things.
I was trying to stir this shit and my spoon just broke.
I mean, that all happens in the weirdest time zone, US time zone.
So all the US kind of military leaders and tests are busy with other stuff mostly.
Yeah, all two of them.
I mean, we still have like, Sandra and Carmen. They do a lot of stuff in the US, CMZ. Many other people as well.
I do a lot of stuff in the USTZ. It is mostly sleeping.
Very active.
And move ups, I'd assume.
I don't think I've run a single move up actually.
I did.
Means
I think
most of the ones to T5.
where does
I
that
did a
put you
couple,
on the
actually.
where does that put you on the test FC tier list?
Well, I've never
I think-
been even close to the top, so
Yeah, he's still down near the bottom. Like he hasn't changed his position.
So I think, Luke, the idea of the move up is like it's not pinging your fleet out and then someone runs it for X amount of time. It's more of a continuous thing where like people just take certain shifts, etc., like relieve themselves from seeing it, and so it happens like nearly 24 hours a day. So that's how you can imagine it. It's not like Carmen pings a fleet, move up out for 3 hours and then not anymore.
Yeah, if anything, like the move fleets that we've been doing to get moved up to Outer Passage, it's been more like a standing fleet that just has like someone overseeing it and organizing sinos and things.
Yeah, the people running it are fucking definitely the unsung heroes.
How does
Like,
it feel to be running the fleet and then here? Oh, whoops! I jumped to UQ. Attack.
and go fuck yourself, Luke.
I mean, what can you do about that, right? Like what do you do? You can give people all the instructions in the world and repeatedly remind them, but if they make a mistake or just they're not thinking, like, it's nothing you can do, right?
Just put F in
My
fleet.
brain turned itself off, man. Like, as I said, we were moving Alliance stuff, Corp stuff. It was like fucking 12, 16 hours. That fucking they named that goddamn beacon after the Sino. Like they did a good job. Like I'll give it to fucking Dreadbomb and shit. Like they named it well. It wasn't something stupid like test underscore Sino underscore rigs in cargo or something. Like they were naming it after the people who were actually on the UQ Sino.
So they had like a scout in U-Q looking to see which sinos were undocked, and we're just renaming the beacon to who is undocked.
Did we
Yeah.
have any Titans jump to UQ TAC?
I think one Titan.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it
And
was
then
like
we
an
had a
NC
couple of
Titan.
supers.
So, Holy Ajima still holds the title for the Beacon Provides. Like, you guys, you were just like fucking flies to a goddamn one of those blue light things that zaps you. It was great. How many Titans did Ajima take?
I feel like a few more were taken by like fleet invites off the 1DQ undock, to be honest.
Yeah, those were great.
I think 3 Titans died to that. Thanks, NC.
Yeah, Edsy was great with those.
Every time I tried it in Tier 5, it didn't work.
Because
got
we're
some-
smart.
They've got some magic sauce in that fleet invite that they're sending out.
I remember, I think I tried this once. I think we had a Nyx tackled in 1DQ on the Keep Star. So like we all rage pinged for bombers, etc. We just
Oh, yeah,
yeeted
I
a few
remember
hundred
that.
bombers.
We
They all
ended up
died.
losing more in bombers than the super was worth. Oh, it was a great. It was like a whole tank, Nick. So we're like, yes, it's in whole. Fuck, it's whole tank.
What the fuck?
It
A
was a big
whole
man
tank
boosting that day.
It was a bait
Nyx.
Nix. Yeah. As soon as we started coming in the system, like the faxes were already in warp from, not on the Keepstar, but like they obviously were out in safes and stuff.
Do you remember
It
who
was
it
a good
was?
bait. Nah, I can't remember. It
Yeah,
was pretty good though. It was a good bait.
we were debating if today's Horde super, the Revenant that cloaked right off a gate, was bait. Can I get your thoughts on this? So, if you see a Revenant cloak like 200 kilometers off a gate, you form and like half an hour later you go to the spot and decloak, and then like 10 seconds later a Sino goes up and a fax comes in. Bait or not bait?
I think bait.
Sounds
Yeah,
pretty
it's
bait.
clearly bait.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. But yeah, that was an interesting run-in with Horde. I'm sad we don't have any Horde people on the show. If you're in
Oh,
Horde and you're in
fine.
chat, come onto the voice chat.
I remember one time during the war, our bridge titan jumped by accident into you guys, and you guys all thought we were bridging in Titans, so you all ran the fuck away and jumped out of system. We're all sitting there in command comms going, "Oh my god!" So we're sitting there with the Titan jumps, and we're like, "Where's the Titan?" And Titan pops up on comms. He's like, "I pressed the wrong button." Oh, it was
I
great.
think that happened once when heading over to Aquarius for some timer over there. It's like Titan bridges himself to an Astra house. Fantastic.
Pulling a DBRB. 100% intentional.
I mean, it won us the fight because you guys cleared the system, thinking we were about to drop Titans on you or something.
Yeah, Titans, those ships that are, famously very effective against subcamps these days.
Don't you have a hard Titan?
Don't you have a smart bomb hyper titan?
Just borrow one from Source. I'm sure one of his fucking 200 is fit that way.
DBRB did it on purpose. I
remember Suez jumped a Titan in or somewhere in ESO to shoot Frat. And they counter dropped Titans on him and blew it up. And we're looking at the fit. We're like, dude, what's wrong? And he's like, oh, I grabbed the wrong Titan. And we're like, how many have you got? And he's like, I had 6 on this character.
This may be old news, but speaking of Titans, didn't Frat and Snuff have another Titan brawl recently?
Feels like it's every week at this point, doesn't it?
Snuff.
Yeah.
Titan brawl. What?
Not Titan brawl, but like Snuff dropping dreads on Frat Titans again.
Yeah, but they did it right this time. It looks like. So the first fight they had, because I was talking to Frat about it, their Sino was in the wrong spot, and they lit the Sino at 0 on the dreads, and they were sniper fit fucking Titans. But it looks like the second go around they actually warped in, 100 odd off the dreads, and actually were able to pick them off. Yeah, I'm sure that guy got rammed down.
Was it bait or not?
Hey, look, if we didn't jump into M2, you guys wouldn't have had anything to talk about over the campfire while you guys were, locked up in fucking 1DQ Constellation, alright? So you should be thanking us for that. That was massive. Yeah, it wasn't massive. No, it wasn't massive. May have been the biggest Titan fight and the most lost Titans in the history of the game, but it wasn't that big.
Well, I mean, in terms of lost Titans, I think we actually lost about half as many real Titans on the second fight, which was apparently some massive turbo feed, as we did in the first fight.
What was it? The first fight was like 200 from both sides or something, wasn't it?
When Free Fire Titans is called, it's a turbo feed.
Sure, but, you'd think it was like 500 Titans dead from the way that Goon spun it, when it was like 60.
60 Titans is a lot of Titans.
Well, maybe to Goons, we know you don't have that many Titans, but to Test, that's just a drop in the pool, mate.
Considering that the fucking system didn't load for any of our Titans, and we had like 800 Titans, 60 is not a lot to lose given that circumstance, dude.
It would have been great if the servers loaded. That would have been that would have topped M1 Part 1. Like, that would have been the fucking epicest fight. And 14 hours plus of tie-dye shitfest.
I mean, there could have been if people decided to log back in after downtime, first time round, but no. Yeah.
I mean, even if the servers had worked like halfway better in M2 Part 2, we could have lost like hundreds and hundreds of Titans, like for sure. Because it was like the server was kicking people out back into T5, like they jumped and then they appeared back in T5 at the sun.
Saved by CCP.
Yeah, I jumped my
yeah.
capital in, fucking warped into the sun at T5.
So one guy I read in chat was, is Test still trying to hold on their dignity after retreating out of Delve? I personally said yeah. I would personally say yes. I mean,
they've completely given up on their dignity. It was never there to begin with.
Lost dignity.
Joke's on you, I never had any dignity.
Yeah, F9 monkey. But
Marmite loving fuck.
I mean, if you haven't realized, we have the original F9 Monkey here with us. So absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Um,
Headline's best man.
Honestly, that F9 Monkey thing was like probably the funniest thing I've read in like that Pappy Discord in the whole war.
The
People
thing for
like,
me was I just didn't know what it was to start with until he actually explained it.
I think Teltak like briefly renamed himself on test Discord as F9 Monkey or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, it's pinned on DDFC.
Well, that's what makes it funny though, is that he's calling you an F9 monkey, but then like no one knew what he was talking about, and he had to explain it, and he knew.
I've actually found an article describing what the F9 monkey is. I'll link it in chat because it's kind of funny.
Someone's actually made a proper thing for it.
You're internet famous now,
It-
Teltak.
It's a Business Insider document. Oh, not a document, fucking yeah, it's an article on Business Insider about what an F9 monkey is.
I had no idea this was a real thing.
Now I just
Frontline
feel bad
documentary
for
on
Headliner.
financial crisis introduces everyone to the F9 monkey.
So going back here to Slander, so Luke, what do you think about like overall the Pappy tactical redeployment into drone lands?
the Pappy deployment.
Tactical redeployment, that's the official name now. That's what I'm
Heavily
giving it.
tactical. Highly tactical. I'm sure it wasn't just everyone just going home and Test going behind the people going home. But yeah.
No comment on that one.
I'm still waiting for when his test's going to be next, because the little birdies that I've heard from is that part of Goons are actually going on deployment against Brave.
Brave was behind the war all along. We all know that.
Well, if you want to
Yeah,
whip
but
out
Test is
your
next eventually.
maps,
Get next decade.
whatever, your Eve maps of whatever sort, and you look for the regions that have NPC space that are closest to Outer Passage. Those two regions are the Great Wildlands and Gemini. Correct?
Oh yeah, that's correct.
And guess where Goons are going to?
1DQ to cuddle
mean-
up your blankies and suck your thumbs because
I
the
mean,
big
so
bad
good luck.
Pappy will come after you.
I mean, so good luck like deploying like any major force over there. I mean, it's going to take, if not just as long, for you guys to reach there as it did for us.
I mean, I'll say again what I said at the start when people from our alliance were asking, you know, hey, what are we gonna do if Goons follow us? Like, we're gonna fight them. Like, until you bring supers, it's irrelevant, right? Because we'll just drop fucking supers on you all day long.
I remember seeing someone post pictures of you guys dropping supers on like a T1 destroyer gang. That was very funny. Like you're like adopting our ways now. It's beautiful.
Oh, we've been doing that before you guys.
You say
Yeah,
that like
certain
every
groups.
major supercat power in the game hasn't been doing that for years now. Like, this
You know,
isn't
unlike
something that
Brave,
was
we
like
have
developed
supers.
by Goons. It was just the thing that everyone was already doing.
I remember that being like one of the major Guru Goons points at the beginning of the war. It's like Guru Goons are a massive blob and just drop supers and titans on everything that comes into their space.
I remember the how you call it. I think it was the Titans on some gate, just smart bombing the entire day. That was very interesting to watch.
I
Yeah,
remember
it's like-
watching a Ron stream and he fucking sets up a bait trap in G Magic and a goon gang comes in from TCAC and he just bosons them all on the gate before the changes came in and it just fucking wipes out his 50-man fleet.
Yeah, back when you had a reason to have hyper rags and things like that.
There's still good reasons to have hyper rags. They're just not. They're not anywhere near as useful if you're not an FC anymore. Is the problem with that?
There are many good reasons that are not very good. Let's just say that.
So I remember fucking flying with Hode in fuck, what's that spiky Galente looking?
Phantasms,
Phantasm, yeah, not Glen, yeah, Garista.
What?
And yeah, you guys drop fucking, Yeah, we were flying phantasms. You guys drop fucking supers on like 20 phantasms.
So I think the story behind that is I think Code got like gifted. I think it was around 60 phantasms.
Yeah.
And so he decided to like YOLO them into not Paragon Soul period bases and Delve. So we always go in there with like 30 phantasms or 20 phantasms with some logi, and fight whatever we can. It was very fun.
Aren't phantasms like the best thing to take against supers though?
Yeah, but not like only 10, 15, 20 off them.
Yeah, but not with Hoid.
He tried hard to
Oh.
lose them, to be honest, and he struggled.
Yeah, he kept hitting jump bridges, etc. because goons didn't really want to fight until they had like caps. Very funny.
It's 3-tac-D all over again. We're not going to fight until we have caps on the Keepstar and boat over fighters. Fuck, if we only knew then that that was a prelude to what you guys were going to do.
Well, what's even more surprising is that it took like 9 months for goons to realize that that was how you fight a defensive war.
I wonder if Mitani polishes his golden turtle shell trophy on his trophy cabinet each night. It gives a bit of a kiss before he goes to bed.
Do you reckon he like makes himself trophies? Like goes down to the fucking trophy store and like buys one out every time he wins a war. Gets
Oh,
his
for
brave and everything.
fucking sure, mate. Oh, 100%.
Do you think he does his own award ceremony to himself?
Just goes down to a trophy store, buys himself a medal, and just hands it to himself.
A Kia coat cuts it open like Scarface and yeah, we won.
Well, you
No,
never
he-
know because it'd be upstairs, right? It'd be off stream.
Oh yeah, upstairs. Yeah, we can't talk
What
about
he really
what
does?
happens up there.
What he really does is he heads down to the weed shop, sculpts a piece of weed into the shape of a trophy, and then smokes it.
Golden bong, probably.
Yeah,
I've seen some really weird fucking like blunt art that I could fully imagine that one.
That's just some Seth Rogen shit right there.
they call the Mitani's bong the bong of legends.
I mean,
Did it
it's
get
perfectly-
DD by the Tower of Legends during the bash?
I mean, you can smoke it on the couch of legends, I guess.
Yeah, when are you guys getting your couch of legends up? I'm very disappointed.
I
Speaking
went
of,
to bid on the naming of that, and it was already at like fucking 11 bill. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I still think that the Diva one just needs to get removed.
Yeah, I have no idea why they thought that'd even be funny.
Huh?
Which one?
The one
The
it currently
first
is.
this whatever it is.
Tapping that ass.
Honestly, the funniest one I've heard so far that was got suggested as the name for the Stage and Keep Suffer test was the casting counter of legends.
that was great.
$20 says whoever wins the fucking bid to name the Todd Keepstar, it ends up being something Keepstar.
Your
Keep Star keep Starface.
your satir should be the kitchen of legends.
Carmen's Kitchen.
Yes.
Oh man, I'll be well up
For
for
that,
Sounds good.
I was
what
like,
would the
what you
what would
named
the
the
invention
fort?
satir be?
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
You know, some dank leaks from the Pappy Discord was one day, I forgot which day that was. A bunch of people decided to rename themselves into Carmen Yell and stuff like that, with the whole Discord portrait that Carmen has.
I was like, yeah,
And it
Carmen
was-
Yell. I was Kaleman Gel.
Like a bunch of people from NC and stuff like that just renaming themselves, and then we had a bunch of Carmen Gel just writing in Pappy. Didn't know
It's
who
all
was
Bob
it.
and those guys, wasn't it?
We
Yeah,
all
it
took
was.
we did like
For like being comedians.
we took screenshots and like copied his Discord picture so it had like the green dot in the edge. Like we didn't even do it well. We just did it so sloppy. It was fucking hilarious.
Was that why they got kicked from Pappy? They shit
Yeah,
posted
that
too
was the
close to
reason
the
they
sun.
got kicked from Pappy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hank
I knew
leaked
it.
because Carmen got cranky that people were impersonating him and kicked it from NC dot.
Well, someone shouted at them to fucking knock it off, and like I didn't even know about it. Like it wasn't me. I thought it was funny as fuck.
Was it Vince?
I'm not gonna say who it was. Doesn't matter.
I can't even
It's
remember.
probably Vin. Another thing I've been thinking about is Redline the new mini Vince, the new generation of Burgoons.
I don't know, man. He'd have to log on.
Yeah,
I
I was
love
about to
your
say.
red line. Thanks for letting us use the channel for the stream, but he doesn't log on, and he admits it.
Does Vince log on?
But
Probably
I'm
more
not
than
saying that.
Redline, I would say.
I thought he was busy saving the entirety of Europe from COVID.
He's did a pretty fucking good job, I think, man. Europe's like, it's getting better. Good job, Vince.
Yeah.
Carmen goes to the beach and comes home and has a bubble bath.
I live next to the beach, though. It's not really a fucking big track for me.
But isn't
Anyway.
it always raining in the UK?
You heard it here
Huh?
first. If
It's bone dry right
if you're in
now.
the EU and you're having a good time going outside and not having to worry about COVID, you have Vince to thank for that.
And if you're an introvert and now you're being forced outside, you have Vince to blame for that.
It all goes to Vince.
Yeah. Vince the Mandraken.
Carmen is so middle class.
I don't think that counts, considering you'll have Stella.
Have what?
Carmen can't be middle class and have Stella.
Hey,
What?
Speed, thanks for the 100 bits.
Someone in chat has said that you're so middle class, Carmen.
Don't really know how to respond to that. Oh, it's some guy from my corp. It's fine. He's just being a funny man.
Funny
he
man.
does go to. He does buy the most exclusive buffalo wings at whatever supermarket you have in the UK.
What was the
Buffalo
film?
wings,
Buffalo
like
Wing?
a buffalo wings, middle class thing.
Not at all. It's like an American thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but Matt
Is an
Kenzie
American thing
fucking
a middle class thing?
Brand's dick.
Where are you going with this, Luke?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Anyway,
Oh, here
yeah.
we go. No, do you rent, Carmen, or do you own your property?
I rent.
I'm sure you do.
I was trying to change the subject of Carmen being called middle class, and then you guys just go back to like, how much do you pay for your property?
Yeah,
God damn
like
it.
what rating is the area you're in? Is it a gated community next to a beach, Carmen? Like I'm starting to get a little bit of living on the
I mean,
hilltop, looking
he
down.
is in the south for starters.
It is.
What is your suburbs
It is, yeah.
demographics?
There you go, Drew. You were correct. He is a holier than thou snob.
The gate is broken though, so I don't think it really counts anymore.
The gate is broken.
And too many pizza guys coming in and out. They just jimmied it open so they didn't have to press the buttons anymore.
Why does
Jesus.
thinking of gated communities make me think of Horde Space?
Or doesn't have
I mean,
gates. Anyone can go in there.
It's because the Dronelands is a gated community. You got to get through the regionals to get in there, pal.
No, it's like then there are some systems that they can only put like ESI auth people in. Otherwise, you're not allowed in there. At least as far as I know.
yeah, I think I heard the same. It's because everyone's allowed to pandemic horde, and if you're not off, obviously spies like to go into heavily routed systems and open a sino.
How do they police that though?
Fucking commissar.
You're in the system. You're not allowed to be in. Get kicked, nerd.
Yeah, a message pops up like when you're a criminal in high sec. Such and such, you've entered a restricted space. You have 5 seconds to leave, or you will be shot on sight.
Now, I view Outer Passage as the most exclusive gated community, the best of regions.
The best of regions, also one of the regions with the most drifter holes. Wink, wink.
Really, we haven't noticed.
You didn't notice
Drift-
when you lost 40 bill?
We
Dude,
lost
drift
40
holes are fucking great. It means I get to farm Pando more.
No man, I remember this one stream from Pando just going into. He tried to go into Outer Passage, but always ended up in like I think it was Mall Pass, whatever, like somewhere next to it. He even invited Killer B on his fleet. Quite entertaining.
Is Killer B still alive?
He's still alive.
Kinda. I mean, he types on Discord sometimes, but I haven't actually seen him in game for a long time.
Probably
yeah,
fighting
so
COVID with him.
you've got a meetup coming up, don't you? Eve London.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah,
that
like
Eve London
2
meetup
months.
in a couple of months.
You wanna pitch it? Talk a bit about it? Or
Yeah,
is
I
it
mean,
just
it's
kind of
one
like,
from Dimitri. It's going to be around. It's one of the AT weekends. He's basically arranging it as a AT viewing party thing, and it's at a totally brand new location. Because fuck Weatherspoons, and it could be good.
What did Reese Witherspoon ever do to you?
Hey, I was reading in the news recently that Weatherspoons actually had issues like running out of beer because of like Brexit, like they couldn't get deliveries or something.
Well, yeah, fuck that guy.
Can't be going to an AT viewing party where they haven't got enough beer. That's just wrong on
It's,
so many
it's
levels.
not going to work.
Bring your own from home.
I mean, I remember one of the Eve Londons I went to a couple of years ago where we almost drank the spoons dry.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Right.
I mean, don't they anticipate that you'll be drinking a lot and bring extra to kind of make up for that? Or are they just like,
Well, so this is the thing. Dimitri would tell them every single time that there's going to be a lot of nerds here. We're all going to be drinking. You might want to stock up, and they just ignore it every single time. So this is why he was scouting out a proper location, actually, talking to them, arranging everything so that we'll actually have some real drink.
must be a UK issue. Doesn't
I
really
think
happen
where he's
here.
been going wrong, is describing these people as nerds rather than alcoholics.
Nerd alcoholics.
If there's anyone in the UK who hasn't seen it, that's an invite to Dimitri's Eve London one. And I think Eve NT is planning on doing a London event a month or so after that as well.
If you dropped a link in the chat, I think it got censored.
Really?
Yeah, send it to me, Teltac, and I'll post it.
Yeah, one sec.
Okay. I guess we'll move on to crabbing, and I'm gonna ask Kale if he's not busy pasting the link. What's the plan for test the crab back up now that Sandrin's forbidden any rock mining or any rock saves?
Well, you might want to check your ping relay because that was sent out not that long ago. The changes.
No,
Yeah, so
enlighten me.
2 of test, our IT team spent a lot of hours yesterday building the new system.
The new system for what?
So I don't know. If you want more intel, I think you have to pay us at least 12 billion.
Oh,
It's
No, he's got to pay Antar, and with Antar will give us our cut.
yeah. Can someone give me his contact info?
Just post in any of your channels. I'm sure you'll see it somehow. Just write it under your pillow, like
I don't know.
put it under your
Maybe-
pillow when you wake up in the morning.
Just
Maybe I need
make
to
a
pay
mobile
12
depot
bill
thing.
to have him acknowledge my message. You never know.
Notice Luke Antar senpai.
Or just put a sign up out my window. Anyway,
so, so basically, on the terms of
tell us-
crabbing, I mean, we're going to be able to crab very, very soon. It's going to be great.
Well, people already have been cramming a bunch, we're just kind of shut down rocket mining for a couple of days and then it's coming back soon. It's really not. Well, you think we shut down the entire region and just told people, oh, you can't make any money at all? Like, it's completely untrue.
no, rock mining saves were stopped, right? I mean, technically, people could still rock mine. Technically,
I mean, people still do. In Dell, from like 99.9% of the war, it was no ratting with supers and no mining with raw crawls. And how many fucking people still did that?
Hang on, 99.9. Are you saying
Honestly,
that
most of
for
them were brave though, right?
No,
no, that most
The
of the rocks
supers
were
are mostly
test?
brave and Aquarius, I thought.
we had that guy in test lose 4 in one day. Remember?
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
That poor guy
Well,
had
look,
just escaped Kilo as well.
well, apparently he was drunk, alright, and you guys destroyed his first one. He's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm not gonna let you do it and fuck up my. And so he took another one out and he blew that up. And he's like, nah, fuck this. And it was a very Australian mentality. I've got to give props to that guy for being that pissed that he thought the best way to combat it was to just fucking undock another one.
Very
Fuck
stubborn
this!
mentality.
Fuck this! I'm feeding. Let me undock another one and warp it to the belt.
But yeah, no, he was in Kilo's corp before Kilo did his shenanigans.
Should get Kilo on the show someday. Not sure if he's USTZ. If so, that'd be a bit
I think
difficult.
it's
But
EUTC.
I absolutely love the fact that he continuously says in chats, "I didn't take anything," and then like was when you guys came in with the retributions, he's like, haha, this is the retributions I took from Tess, lol, free ships. And I'm like, dude, like, pick a story. Did you fuck us over by stealing some assault frigates, or are you a good man and didn't take anything?
He's just attention seeking. That's all it is. Like, he knows that he's basically irrelevant.
Yeah, I like Tritium, he was cool.
I must say, even coming from the entity that Kilo like defected to, this bizarre person.
I mean, for me, it's just the way he did it. Like, no one in the corp really knew what was going on. So I randomly got a DM like midnight or something, whenever it was, just like, can we talk to someone? Kilo's just fucked us over.
By
You know,
stealing
I
all
heard
your red trace.
rumors that Goons wanted to purge. What's their corp called? Imperial Federation.
Please do.
I mean, I can check the shit list if you want.
And I heard some ping. It was somehow like, yeah, don't worry, it's not gonna happen. It was very funny.
Does he even have enough members to stay within the alliance?
I think he has a bunch of members, but a lot of them are him, you know.
I don't know.
Someone who was still in corp had a screenshot of him talking to himself when new members were joining.
Oh fuck
With
yeah,
his
they did!
alts. Because we've still got like his characters' names on Auth, so they're like the people double checked it and went, "Yep, that's one of his alts. He's talking to himself to make this new player, like this new join to his corp, seem like they're active." I know, right? Oh god, that one made me laugh every time I saw it.
You kind of just have to feel sorry for the guy at that point when it's like reached that level of low.
There we go. Look, it was Speedster Own in Twitch chat. It was the one that took a screenshot of it.
If you can like copy paste the text and go for it, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, if you got it, Speed, send me like an Imgur link or something, and I'll post it in the Twitch chat.
I can bring it up on stream and we can collectively laugh at it.
Right, cheers, man.
Collectively laugh. Serious slander, but only to other people.
Yeah. Just slandering people who aren't on the show. Come on the show so we don't slander you.
Like,
yes,
seriously,
you're next.
everyone's fucking welcome to come and talk on the show. Like, you just got to join the New Eden Post Discord, which is down underneath the stream. Jump in the drag me, we'll drag you in, and you can have your fucking, you'll say your shit talk, your slander.
Everyone has their own soapbox, yeah.
I mean, I'm 6'6". I don't need a soapbox. I already stand all over you, fucking shorties.
6'6"? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right?
I've been saying for a while we need to get Captain Soban on the show. Could be some good bands.
He's gonna try.
I saw him in the
next
chat.
weekend. Yeah, he's at work at the moment. He's gonna try next weekend, but he's got a wedding, so he's hoping the wedding's during the day, so he can come on here pissed as a nit and just absolutely fucking shit up the show.
Sounds great, to be honest.
I mean,
We
that's all
just-
we do anyway, right?
Yeah.
I really want to buy a Doctrine Rebels versus Captain Sopan like stream kind of thing.
Oh, please.
We gotta
I'd
get
sponsor that.
Mibbles and Sandrin on here, 'cause we gotta find out what's happening with that super.
I think Sandrum will just like leave the call if you mention Super and Mibbles in the same sentence.
I believe that that's technically not over yet because there was like a time frame, and we've not reached the end of the time frame yet.
So we're
Because
gonna do.
Pappy
Sandrin's
will
gonna.
definitely have 1DQ in like 2 months.
No, it was to destroy a Keepstar. So Sandrin, what? So before November, Sandrin's going to somehow rebuild Pappy just with the sole purpose of destroying a Keepstar in 1DQ. And the Imperial Palace at that.
Yeah.
I mean, does it count if it was unanchored? Because I'm sure the goons can do something to fuck over Mibbles.
Well, if it's dead, it's dead, right? Can't really quibble on that one. If it dies, it dies.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe Sandrin's just like going very slowly through the stages of grief.
Sandrin's gonna try to scoop the Brave Keepstar, hand it off to goons so they can put it up so we can destroy it.
So Brave have any stars left?
I don't
Brave
know.
has
Uh,
Keepstar.
I don't know, do they?
I thought
I
they'd
thought-
sold or lost all of them already.
Yeah, PZ1 died. They didn't put one down in Gemina, and in Losec they were using the Fraternity one.
I thought that they had sold the one in PTAC Z to Siberian Squad.
Civ
Maybe
Squad's
actually.
still a thing. They have
Yeah.
ISK.
Yeah, they have half of Curious. Or actually most of Curious, I think.
What is it, like one dude and 30 accounts and toasters?
No. It's just a lot of PvPers. They
5
don't
dudes with
really
20
do
accounts each?
ADM.
Speaking of space and toasting, like Tess has managed to toast the entire region in basically one day, whereas Goons took several weeks to take all of Delve.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. You guys got to pick up your game, Luke.
Several
I
weeks.
thought you were king of fucking
Several
ADMs
weeks?
and toasters over here, but fucking Thomas in
Did
2
you have
fucking days.
You have any 6 ADM systems over there? And
Yes.
were they multiple
Yeah.
alliances
Yes.
in different time zones?
No, luckily they were like, haha, we're going to set our timers to AU, and I was like, haha, we have a strong AU, so fuck you, dickheads.
Did you also have like several hundred structures to burn through?
Yeah, why'd you burn through the structures when you could have just gone hit the ADM, the iHubs, man? Like, seriously, you got to pick your game up. You got to learn from my boy Thomas over here, mate. You call yourself the AU TZFC of goons, but fucking getting shown up by a German in the AU. Disappointed, bro.
Yeah, why would I ever ref structures and just I should have just let them all on
You should
anchor.
have left the structures there.
Do you guys have any of our structures left in Delve, or you completely cleared them?
No, Delve's clean.
You guys are fucking idiots. You know that, right?
What?
I bet
How-
that's still an ask for house.
How is like purging our space of hostile structures a bad thing?
Can I tell them
Enlighten
why it's a
me.
bad thing, Carmen?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look, seriously, if you consider the amount of people who went AFK during that war, you would have been better just to let the fucking thing sit there until they went abandoned.
That's what we did for like a lot of them.
Yeah, but not the major ones where we actually staged out of. You're like, yeah, we killed T5Z, and we're like, yes, there's like fucking a couple hundred titans that are now in asset safety and not in your hands.
I mean, the T5 CubeStar had about a year's worth of fuel in it. I think probably more like 18 months when it died, so I
Yeah,
don't think that was
that's
going to
not
be abandoned anytime soon.
that's not like a
Years.
viable thing to do. It'd be like M2, but 200 times worse.
Well, you guys have shown that you're happy to sit on something if there's an apparent goal.
Yeah, but not for like over a year or more, getting nothing from it in return for that period.
Don't pretend that you've got an attention span of 18 months, Kale.
Hey, I know I've got an attention span of at least 13 months. I somehow didn't win Eve during the war. I think it's my longest running longest running stint of continuous gameplay.
Yes, all you
Speaking
played
of
was
winning
Eve,
Eve
nothing
during
else.
the war, what happened to Laz? He was like supposed to be the savior of goons. He turned up for about a month and he just quit again.
Yeah, some people like lost interest because we had that interesting start to the war, and then we had that kind of boring slog, which was just us slowly losing Delve.
The holding us off in TCAG for ages, and then suddenly losing it and going, oh no, quickly back to the gates, and just there goes period bases, there goes Delve. We went up, cleaned up Fountain.
Hold up. So the interesting part of the war that you enjoyed was the start when you could drop supers on people uncontested, and then you didn't like the middle part where we actually had captain range to fight you. Is that right?
Nah, I honestly I didn't start playing the game again until you guys got through to like Vortex 07 or something. That was when I started playing again.
And the start of the war was actually pretty good. There was some pretty solid turbo feeds from Apple Pear, man. Some good times.
Some good fights with Elo. And then what happened? Yeah, what happened to Elo? You guys, like, once you lost TCAG, he was like, I'm going in the north to go kill Rote Cabell with Frat.
I mean, Elo's just Elo, right? He just chases the content.
Elo does what
Really
Elo
just
wants.
anyone.
He gets paid shit tons of money to do mutants.
More importantly, what happened with Kendar? He just disappeared. Like, he was there at the beginning of the war and he just disappeared.
I don't think
I
Kendar
forgot
was
Kendar even
entirely
existed.
there at the beginning. Yeah, he just wants to do his own thing. People come and go.
They're there for the fun, but they won't stick around for the fucking, the heavy lifting. I see how it is. You got a bunch of managers for your FCs, don't you? They'll be there to take the praise, but as soon as there's actual work to be done, they palm it off to someone else.
That's a very general statement.
And you gotta get more goons on the show. It's not looking good for you.
All right, cool. So Speedster sent me the link, and I'll post it in chat of Kilo Alpha waving to his ult in Corp chat.
Okay, I'll try to figure out how to put it up, but you guys are gonna shit talk me while I'm doing it.
I mean, I can. What do you mean? Keep shit talking or stop shit talking you?
Continue.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta fill the space while I'm working on OBS shit.
But no, like we I think we had a couple of FCs leave, but I think the main core of our test team stuck around for the highs and the lows. Except for that Carmen guy, I don't know what the fuck he was ever doing.
Oh, fuck
So
that
if it wasn't a bash, he didn't want anything to do with it. Actually, how much money did you make from bash ammo, by the way, Carmen? Like,
I lost money.
oh fuck off, you did.
I mean, that was what I was doing with the minerals we were getting from salvaging all the structures. Was I was just using it to build T1 ammo.
I would be surprised if it was like, every fleet people stock up on bash and Carmen's just greedily, rubbing his hands together as he watches his wallet go up.
Like that, there was like more than a few fleets where I literally had to bring Tech 1 haulers with ammo in.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I remember bringing a hauler just with, I think it was missiles for Serbs.
Yeah,
Bash and stuff.
T1 Nova or something. And drop it in the can, grab 5,000, walk back down to the structure and keep shooting.
So this is the picture, is
Yep. So that is Kilo, his alt, and I've got no fucking idea who Strix is, but that is Kilo waving to himself when a new member joined the corp.
nice.
Tank leaks.
Tank leaks, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna shit on Kilo too much because he is in my alliance, but it's just a little bit strange, let's say.
Haven't you guys realized that the most vocal goons are often the ones that came over from Pappy to you guys? Quite funny in my opinion.
Are you saying like just Kilo and Mibbles?
Yeah, for example. I
Well,
think they're
what
generally,
other
in my
ones?
opinion,
I don't know, who's that guy that fucking followed us to Todd so we could shit talking local who was always in T5?
Oh, Zenoria.
Moomin.
Yeah, but he's
Oh no, not Zenuria, no, the other guy.
Moomin, mate.
Moomin? Moomin and Martin, yeah. That old fart, yeah. Nah. I keep trying to tell you guys, he's a double agent gone rogue, but you won't believe me. I remember I was in 1DQ and he started shit talking someone because they were in tests in like 2012 or something like that. He was like, "Oh, you're a fucking test spy. You're a test spy," and the guy's like, "I was in test in 2012. It's 2021, man. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I can see you're in test too." And he's like, "Oh no, 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 no. See, I'm a fucking no." And it's like, yeah, all right. Settle down there, boom, before you have a fucking stroke.
All right,
All right, what are you putting up at the moment?
I've added my favorite shit talk image of all time to the stream. Look at it and appreciate it.
Itchy on a jump bridge.
I think I know the story for this. Goons were reffing the jump bridge in E-TAC-D, Ichinami Ping Sword Fleet, heads over to jump bridge and it's offline.
Classic.
I think we've all done that though. I've
Never
done
happened
it
to me.
too. I've
Have
had
we?
to go like, yeah, well, yeah. No, you guys have too. We reinforced the jump bridge and then your fleet warped to it, sat there for a few seconds, warped back to the keep star, jumped on the Titan and bridged in. We did. I know I've done the same thing too. I've gone to try to save the ETAC V jump bridge, and I was a little bit too late, so I had to basically get a Titan on dock, warp everyone over the Titan, and jump in on the through TAC D gate.
And we're just gonna be shitting on FCs until we get like more people on.
Well, fuck, we're all fucking FCs here.
We're all FCs. If we're
why
shitting on
is there no
FCs,
other
you can
people
shit on me,
convincing?
or I can shit on you.
Dude, I
mean,
ping
let's
in
be
every
honest,
fucking channel. Okay,
let's
you
be
know,
honest, I'm an
Teltec's on
FC
FC.
in name, by not by any real factor.
No,
What?
he's
I think I've run one fleet ever.
he's an IT FC.
An F9 FC.
F9 FC.
Yeah, I'm just that good, you know.
You
buttons and
command the
everything.
F9 key.
He also reads in his Marmite loving voice the Histories of Eve book
It's true. I did read the entirety of Empires of Eve 2.
on a Twitch stream. Yeah, you need to get that ASMR mic going so you can lick it. He's like, next chapter.
What?
Oh god.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Kale?
I'm Australian.
Now we know how Kel gets to sleep.
Actually, lately I've been going to sleep to like the sounds of storm and rain on a window. It's actually really soothing.
You know when Goons like announced that everyone has to use their F2 button? Well, Teltac just brought it to the next level and pressed F9.
He skipped F1 and F2 and went straight to F9.
That's the Zungan method of playing. You need
Yes.
like up to F40.
Everyone always says that Eve is N+1. What it really is F+1.
It's a count +1.
Wait, Goons can count?
Hmm.
Well, how
Goons
come
can't do a lot
it's
of
World
things.
War B, not World War B2? I mean, clearly you can't count the two.
Maybe they've just zero indexed.
There's counting correctly, and then there's stuff that sounds alright. Who the fuck says World War what is it? World War B2?
Yeah,
World War 3 2?
This was World War B2. Like, we had the World War B when we kicked your ass the first time. We had World War B2 where you guys totaled up like fucking cowards.
It's World War B
golden. No,
because
no,
it
it's World War
rhymes
B2.
with World War 3. That's not how it works. You can't just like slap a 2 on the end of it.
Yeah, we can. It's like World War 1 and World War 2, except it was
Except
Eve
it's World War
against
3
the Bees
2.
1 and Eve against the Bees 2.
Yeah, but when you're saying the equivalent of World War 3 2, you might want to kind of reconsider your basic structure of what you're calling it there.
I mean, coming from the guys who are calling it Vietnam and then have a hissy fit whenever I bring up Vietnam in relation to the war, I don't think Goons have much to stand on.
I find it pretty amusing that goons are really the only people who get really, really irate at like the names of things.
Yeah, it's not the fucking World War B, it's Casino War.
Okay.
I mean, not you. I've never
I
had
mean,
that issue with you,
I
but there are
I
so
I
many of your dudes that are like that.
I feel like it's the other way around in this scenario, but I'm gonna leave that as is.
No, that's actually how we found out some spies. We were like, oh, World War B, like WWB, and they're like, you mean Casino War? And we're like, you're a spy.
Fun story about that. The guy that disbanded Bob, apparently in one of the Bob fleets, a long time ago, he was like in a Bob fleet fighting against goons, and he actually did fofos in local at some point, and people are like, why is this Bob guy doing fofos in local? That's a thing that we do. And then like a few months later, he ended up disbanding Bob.
Didn't they
So
bring
yeah.
that up on Trash Talk Tuesday? Was it? Or like someone had the recording of Matani talking about it, and he's like, yeah, this guy came up to us and he wanted to join goons, and we're like, yeah, go fuck yourself. And he's like, but I'm a director in Bob, and then we were like, huh, hello friend.
No, it was a spy. His spy got caught, and he was like, hey, I actually want to join goons. You're kind of cool. And then he was like, well, yep, we now have a director in Band of Brothers.
I'm still happy this war didn't end that way on either side, because it would have been a hollow victory.
I mean, when you've got so many alliances, it probably doesn't really matter. Like Eternal Requiem, even though they're not that big of an alliance, they've got like disbanded and just made a new one.
Yeah, but
It'd
if
be
you
the
had
same
like
if it happened to Test.
if you had a directorate level in like Goonswarm, the corp that holds all your the state's structures suddenly flip all the keep stars in one DQ and the fort on the iHub, things would have gone a lot differently. And I'm happy personally that it didn't happen, because I think it'd be a really shit go. It'd be a really hollow victory. The same as if like someone in Test flipped it all over to a Goons.
I think people have learned from that incident.
True. I mean, it's brought up all the time.
Which incident? The Eternal Requiem one?
No, the Bob flipping.
Right, yeah.
Then yeah, we had the Eternal Requiem happen, which kind of made a lot of people look at their AFK directors and go, yeah, no.
Yeah, like the Eternal Requiem thing wasn't in any way related to goons, I don't think. It was like a disgruntled director in the corp who just decided to flip a table and quit the game, is my understanding from what I was told.
And
Yeah,
give everything to goons?
you guys
Question
got
mark?
two Fortizars.
Yeah, you got two forts,
Yeah,
which
two
immediately
forts,
died.
and then yeah, I was part of the initial bash ops and fucking cover fleets for the new iHubs going
It
up.
was a lot more than that. There was like one faction fort that we got that lasted ages, and a couple dreads died too, which was pretty funny.
Okay, so 3 forts and a couple of dreads.
Yeah,
No,
it was,
Rough tally.
I remember seeing like a hanger screenshot of the stuff that they got given. It was a shit ton of stuff.
I
yeah, but
heard
it
that a
wasn't like
minuscule amount
keep
is
stars and
basically
shit.
everything,
Like you guys didn't get every single structure, and you didn't get like all the keep stars and all that kind of, like, you got a couple of forts, some shit that was in the director's hangars. Like it could have been worse. Like Eternal
Yeah, I
Requiem
guess.
was pretty on the ball to like realize what was going on and boot him before he could do more damage. I remember waking up to a shit ton of pings and someone being like, "Oh, you're on. Get the fuck over here now. Fucking cover these toast fleets while I put up the iHubs." I was like, "What iHubs? What the fuck's going on?" So yeah, all of Faith and Bolus, whatever the fuck region they were in, just self-destructed all the iHubs, disbanded the alliance. I was like, "Oh shit."
It's like the community thing where Troy comes in with the pizzas and opens the door and everything's burning.
Yeah. He comes with a smile on his face. He's just like, "Oh shit."
Kale's like, yeah, it's another lovely day to play E, and then logs on. What the fuck happened here?
Oh, it was an introduction to Sov before we started the grind through period basis and delve, so
Anyway, I've been having some interesting discussions in the Trash Talk Tuesday Discord with some people about this, but can I get your everyone's opinions on what you would kill? What would you use to kill a Kikimora fleet? Just wondering.
Literally anything.
Any hack fleet equals.
Yep.
I don't know, speedy fucking Serbs.
Nice try, Pando. I'm not giving you my secrets, man.
No. It's mutants with tracking disruptors.
Yeah.
Hey, that was actually a good idea. Okay.
Right. Is it time to leak that, Carmen?
No,
You're
you gotta keep that in your back pocket, man. It's like your
Just
ace
writing
in the
stuff down.
sleeve, right?
Minions with tracking disruptors. Should get like a Hugan fleet or something. That'd fuck us up.
It's Drakes, mate. Drakes are the counter to Kikis.
Oh man, the Goon Drake Doctrine. Bless that.
What they're like, hey, we have all these drakes in the cache. Let's field them. We're like, cool, and we fucking wiped out a shit ton, and we never saw them again.
Yeah, because they were meant to be like the meat shield doctrine. The
Yeah, but they've
meme
been-
Very
meat shield
mutual if
doctrine.
you use it once.
We used it more than once. Come on.
Didn't
We
last
used it
very long,
when
but
we
yeah.
actually needed a meat shield, which was not for very long, because who needs a meat shield when you have a big blob of fighters on a gate? It's bubbled to hell, and they have no chance of getting through.
I remember when drakes and maelstroms were called doctrines. They were the meta.
I
Want to
fucking
bring
love
back options.
maelstroms, man. I'm waiting for the day that maelstroms are like meta again.
Unless
Shit's
you
so
really
fun
like
to play.
politics.
Be the change you want to see, Carmen.
Right, I mean we could use them, but like they're not good. It's why we don't use them, right? You
Make
can't
them
use
good,
stuff
Carmen.
just want
It's
to.
up to
Yeah.
you.
All right, Carmen, you need to go. You need to join the CSM next year, right? You need to get maelstroms like redone so they're good again. Make maelstroms great, buddy. I have faith in you.
Apply to work for CCP, fix Maelstroms, and then quit.
Hey,
That's a hard passage.
you are a game dev, mate. You can do this. And I seriously think with your gated community behind you, just like you took over the homeowners society, you can join the CSM.
I do not know if I would enjoy being on the CSM.
The CSM. This brings us back to our PGL, stand down or get put down. PGL, prepared to get put down by Carmen in his campaign for CSM. You heard it here first.
There is only one thing that I would want to get on the CSM for, and that is to petition CCP to make a change to the Ragnarok so that it is actually vertical.
I support this.
Or hear me out, make the Nago 4 horizontal.
Blasphemy.
That's too far.
I'd also
It's too far.
appreciate someone on the CSM telling CCP to just fix ESI and make it not shit.
Teltac for CSM.
Oh Christ, no.
Representing the F9 monkeys.
And the ESI changes we all didn't realize we needed. Because none of us know how that works except for nerds and F9 monkeys. And Mom might
That's-
love this.
There's some seriously broken shit you can do with the ESI if you know where to look. It's yeah, definitely needs a review, I think.
It's
Yeah.
also just like they're not consistent about where things go. So they have an endpoint for all your notifications, which is great. But all of this stuff about with all the new banks and all the vaults and all that shit with ESS doesn't go there. It just goes elsewhere, you know, in like 3 different places because who gives a fuck?
Where does the triangle go? That's right, in the square hole.
It genuinely feels like they've just had their QA decide where to go, where to put things.
Well, there you go. Come on, Teltac, run for a CSM, mate. Run on the platform of the ESI changes.
Yeah, we can become the ESI show. Top 10 changes to the ESI that we need to have in the game now. You won't believe number 9.
What is
Number
this,
6
Watch
will blow
Mojo?
your mind.
Developers hate them.
Oh no. I communicate only in ESI requests.
So you mean you're down half the time?
Anyway, let's probably get back to the stuff that most people actually deal with, and even not F9 monkey stuff.
F9 monkeys lives matter.
So
I don't
Kale,
know. I've seen those leaks. I don't think you very much did at that point in time.
yeah, I think you were pretty dead to headliner at that point. So
We gotta
Kale,
make a ranking,
a ranking for what?
a FC ranking in the World War B2. Be very interested in that.
Like a tier list, where you like put the
A tier
names next to the next to the letters.
That'd be great.
Who would be your S tier pick, Thomas?
I'll be obviously me first. I think there's no question that. No, but like generally, I think Sandrin is quite good. Carmen as well. PGL, and on Goon's side, I'm not sure about Asher. Maybe Asher. Who else? Like an definite S tier is probably gonna be headliner from NC and stuff like that.
I remember me and Thomas actually sat down with a screenshot of all the FCs in tests that were on the wiki. We went through and made our rankings. And a lot of them were, who the fuck even is that person?
That's because our wiki's not been updated since about fucking 2010.
Yeah, I was about to
Yep.
say, Eve's an old game. You probably have most of those FCs not logging in since like 2015 at the latest. But yeah,
But
Kale,
we
what
had a couple of arguments.
what would be
yeah,
your S tier
continue.
picks? What would be your S tier picks?
For what, FCs?
Yeah,
Like what, Pappy wide or just in test?
I don't know. Up to you. FCs that you've had.
Without actually blowing smoke up his ass because he's in channel and blowing up his already inflated ego, but definitely Carmen. Just needs to stop being Carmen Yell and go back to Carmen gelling out. Thomas is great. He's able to keep cool under fire. Everyone loves his voice, and he's really clear in his target calling. Muskie was always great.
I forgot about Muskie.
Oh yeah,
Also very good.
Muskie's a bro, man. Chad Muskie. Fuck, who was the dude who got the vanquishes on the M2 Keep Star? Fucking started with J. It was in NC.
Joey.
Yeah, Joey's arm.
Joey's arm, famous for feeding
Like in my opinion,
high-grade snakes in 10-man Union fleets.
like honestly, I think a lot of these people are S tier, but definitely like around A B tier. S tier is like really very very good, like Elo and stuff like that.
Elo's
Or Mr. V.
fucking Mr. V. What about John Shartley?
John's
John
a chill
Hartley's
guy.
B tier.
Anyway, did Mr.
I
V's
feel like Itchy hasn't
smiley
been called
faces?
out enough yet.
That's just mean, Teltec.
No, I liked it, man.
Yeah,
Itchy was cool.
I'm sure you believe that.
We had to break some bad habits he learned in the goons.
Tell me more about these bad habits.
I don't know, just the way he was
Feeding.
doing target calling and stuff like that. We now know why you guys fucking fed Feroxes so much. It was like, shoot this target, target's dead. A couple of seconds later, shoot this target. Where fucking, Thomas is rattling and off like a goddamn fucking stock exchange, guys. Right? A, we're shooting A, go to B, go to B, go to B, 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 C, 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 D, E, F, F, go. We're shooting F now, we're shooting X, X, X.
It's like one of those Texas fucking auction guys, right?
Yeah, exactly. Rattling off the fucking wave of death.
I mean, or
I
you
mean,
could take the Havish Montauk approach and just kind of click X on stuff and stay silent and just say shoot by order.
Oh, we've got a couple of dudes who do that. I know I've done that sometimes, especially if we're doing like joint fleets. I'll be like, all right, guys, just shoot broadcasts and then broadcast them and hope that enough people shot the primary that it didn't catch.
Or you can do the Mr. V and say, guys, I need to go get my groceries. So by distance, shoot.
What?
That's my favorite thing about what V did during the war. That's my favorite thing that he did. I was fighting Itchy as well.
oh no.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I was fighting
I mean-
Itchy and Feroxus. He needed to like grab a package or some groceries from his front door and just said, shoot by distance.
I still don't know what to do with green FCs and FCing from Eagles.
I remember I agreed with
I'm sorry, coming from the coalition that FC'd Serbs from monitors.
yeah, man. But our monitors weren't speedy like yours. Like ours were built for tanky brawling, so you didn't need to like super bling out your monitor to be able to keep ahead of them.
Yeah,
Tanky
like your
brawly
subs
Serbs.
were coward runaway fit, and our subs were like shoot people fit, so we didn't need to have super fast FC ships to anchor at runaway like fucking coward speeds. That's why we didn't use Eagles to FC from.
You call it maximum coward Serbs, I call it maximum style Serbs.
Well, a
Because
lot
it
of the time it
gets
was
styled
maximum
on.
feeds.
Moonwalking out away of range of any other guns,
Yep.
They very often turn into
including your
maximum
own.
feeds.
I still remember. I think it was a Carbon fleet where he anchored up on Dave Archer and then put a pig out. He's like, just want to give Dave Archer a medal for being the best anchor.
That
Oh,
was
He
one
did
of my
good,
more
man.
memorable fights. I remember he warped his Serbs like directly like around 0 on my Munions. Just one
Oh, you-
fight in Entake.
Look, Dave did an amazing job anchoring in that fight. He like my Moonins were like in the exact perfect place the whole fight when they were anchoring on him.
Just anchor on him, load at EMP, fucking A
Couldn't
down.
have done it better myself.
hey, don't talk about Redline like that. You know he doesn't like to be slandered.
Oh wait, what? Redline's done that before, has he?
Redline FCs.
No, Redline
That's
is
what-
Dave Archer.
Oh, that's right. Never see Redline and Dave Archer in the same room.
Was it those two that people were saying had like the exact same voice? They just sounded the same.
No.
Oh,
I remember there was like an FC on the Pappy side and an FC on the Goon side, and I think one of them went on like a Twitch show once, and people were like calling him out like they just both sounded exactly the fucking same. I think it was Havish
Don't you
maybe
mean
and someone
RDMR?
else.
we got
Don't you mean Lucari?
RDMR and Lucari in a chat at the same time, and as they were talking to each other, they kind of slowed down and stopped and went, "Wow, this is fucking weird." Because they realize they do sound exactly the same.
Who and who?
So we've got Lucari, he's a large FC for Pappy, and we've got RDMR, I think he's a Horde Cord.
Yes.
So it's not, I don't expect you to, like, they are more of background kind of people.
He's more of a cryo than he is us. RDMR.
Yeah, except RDMR is actually good.
So
I was
Luke,
having a
who would you
smoky
rank?
bastard. Yeah, there you go, Luke. Yeah, who would you rank among as S tier FCs?
Well, to be honest, like ATZ, I don't really get on many other fleets except for my own, to be honest. But the few V fleets I've gone on are top tier. So that'll be my pick for the S tier.
That's because NC Dot apparently docked as soon as he undocked.
Who was the guy that was the V-Mite form person from NC? It was
From
Nidaspar,
Pappy
wasn't it? It was Nidaspar that always said
That's the guy
V-Mite
that's
form.
called out in the leagues, yeah.
It was Bob who called him out.
Of course, it was Bob.
Fucking man, the tea was spilt and the shade was thrown that day.
Isn't Bob the guy who brought AB mutants into 1DQ once?
Yeah, and then got deleted
Yes.
by Boltex. I think someone else tried that at some point though. I think it was some Horde director, like AUTZ Horde director, tried to bring AB mutants into 3-tactic and got deleted by Feroxes.
Nah, you gotta leave the crazy doctrines to Pro God.
Ah yes, MJD Abaddons.
Logi's arms.
You
I
mean
distinctly
Logi
remember.
Ikis?
I just want to point out those Abaddons fucking slapped the shit out of stuff in that fight.
Yeah, until the fighter showed.
Until they died.
Yeah, but if you actually look at the rate they were killing stuff, they were like extremely effective. Like obviously they died in the end because some mistakes are made and things like this, but like they weren't a dumb idea at all. They actually worked pretty good.
Until they didn't work.
I just hope that when scarcity ends, that battleships become a thing again.
Battleships are already a thing. They're just less of a thing than they used to be.
They're a very fucking expensive thing.
I mean,
So just don't feed.
yeah, we were using Boltex and Bolgorns on the T5 gate at the end of the war.
Yeah, like they're great for home defense, but I like to see offensive battleships.
I mean, they're just more prone to like carriers and dreads and stuff like that, really.
It's difficult to have a discussion about things like where battleships should fit in like the fleet fight meta without discussing like the whole, like all parts of it, really.
Yeah, true. That can be a rabbit hole for another day. I know next week, Slander Saturdays, battleships, and where are they now?
Have you seen this battleship?
This
$5,000 reward.
Who was it in a cesspool? Who was like, "Have you?" It was Atticus. And he posted up a milk carton with Billy's character on it. He's like, "Have you seen my daddy?" Billy Billy just does one of his random drop into the cesspool chat, and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I was talking to you on Discord like yesterday."
Last seen in a random email system when his Astro House was dying. Please contact the authorities if you have any information.
That was
last seen in a Komodo.
The Champions Duel.
that wormhole shit with Darren was pretty fucking. Oh lordy.
That's
Yo,
gonna be
shout out
like
to this one.
the greatest
Shout
outcome
out
to
to
the
this
war.
one guy in Diva who tricked goons into believing he was a test diplo and like trying to sell off forts in I think it was Impasse or whatever, just scamming them.
I remember that. He came so close to getting like a load of money out of it. And then someone found out and told him to
So
fuck
close.
off. I believe so, yeah. Like I think they were pretty close to changing money hands kind of thing.
I mean, I know a lot of goons made a lot of scams off Pappy on their way out. Like, you know how Horde has their channel with like where people can say, "Hey, I've got X amount of space free in my capital,"
Oh god, yeah.
and they didn't have any checks whatsoever for like whether people actually had a capital or not. So people were just like announcing the channel that they had like a shit ton of space available, and then people would say like, "Hey, I can give you all my shit and get it all evac all in one go. Thank you so much." and they were like, "Yay!"
I know
And
someone who
that's all their stuff gone.
I know a bunch of people in 1DQ who bought a bunch of capitals and shit before the changes who have recently sold them for a massive fucking profit.
People
Well, that was a good
in
portion of the war that we were just buying supers and titans in 1DQ.
Yeah.
yeah, there was that one Reddit thing about that, wasn't there? Some NC guy, I think, doing like flipping supers from 1DQ to T5.
We were like just buying them and jumping them out at one point as well.
That's what happens when your capital prices are so shit. Even with like the fire cells in T5, there was nothing ever worth buying. Even like the cheapest fire cells were more expensive than most of the like contracts in 1DQ.
Yeah, I had one of my dreads up for like 2 months before the end. And no one fucking bought it. Cryo's like, if you drop the price off by $1 billion, I'll buy it. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I think I ended up selling it to someone in Dread Bomb by accident.
No,
That's what a public contract, and someone in NPC Corp bought it, and they messaged me and they're like, "Hey, if you got any more dreads to sell, like I'll buy them all, and I'll buy them for more than you just sold that one for." And I was like, "Aw."
why would someone say that they'd buy it for more than what they got it from you for?
Probably because they wanted me to sell them a shit ton more, and they wanted to be more competitive. I don't know. I wasn't gonna question it. They want to give me more risk. Okay.
Yeah, I was getting into some dodgy shit.
I only had the 2 to sell. I ended up selling them, so I have I got some. I filled back up my my war coffers now more than they were when I went into the war, which was like 7 billion. I started the war with 7 bill. There's quite a few times I went down to like just fucking broke and 0.
Did you guys see the PZ Satir?
That's what a
No.
bunch of shuttles did.
Goon accounts in the Satir just to drive the index up, and they all popped out. Let me check how many there were. There was definitely at least a few thousand.
There's some fucking dodgy shit you can do in eBay.
Yeah, it's a big brain move. Okay, it looks like there was there was over 37,000 shuttles. 47,000. 30,000 of those popped out of the Satir. Which is, yeah.
That's a bra moment.
You just look at the PZ Zeke billboard page and it's just like
Yeah, I'm
thousands
seeing
and thousands of shuttles. Anyway, I think we've gone through all of our topics for today, unless you've got something else you want to cover, Kale, or someone else.
Don't forget Eve Down Under, fucking 19th to 21st of November. We'll be doing it online. Hopefully, I'll be able to see you guys there. Also, next week on Trash Talk Tuesday is the possibility of the camp show. Are you going to
Well,
be on that, Luke?
no.
Ah, come on, mate.
I've been in lockdown too long and my hair's like, I'm like Jesus at the moment.
So am I. I had to record like a video for it for a Redliner. Redliner. And I had a look and my mustache is just like covering my bottom lip and I'm like, I really gotta fucking trim. I've got like a mad fucking bush beard going on. My hair's halfway down my fucking back. It's crazy.
It's alright. And that's like perfect for lockdown because it means you can store more food in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear a flanny on the show. And fucking Carmen was like, "What the fuck is a flanny?" It's a flannelette button-down shirt, mate.
Yeah, I thought it would be. I just wanted to check, because you guys have some pretty weird names for things down there.
I feel like that's how you'd become Javak, just like manifest Javak. With the extra long mustache and the flannel shirt.
It's getting to the point where if I got my beard and stuff, if I got wax, I could do the big ass twirly, like evil tie you onto the train tracks mustache thing going on.
Have you seen Javak's Discord picture?
Nah, I haven't.
Would recommend that you check it out sometime.
Is he on a Serious Slander or?
Huh?
Is he on Incestful or?
Yeah, he's in Trash Talk Tuesday Discord. Anyway, I guess we may as well move on to final thoughts. Kale?
Um, fucking jump on fleets. Stop crabbing when we got shit to do. And make sure to jump on EDU. And fuck goons, goons, World War B too.
Alright. Thank you, Kel. Very cool. Carmen?
Eve London meetup should be fun. Go along if you're near to London.
Cool.
No, I
Delta?
reckon rich ass Carmen over there in his gated community should be able to fly a few of us over.
Middle class Carmen. Anyway, Teltec?
Much the same. But it's on the 6th of November, so you know, turn up to London, get drunk.
And Thomas?
I mean, this SSS has been sponsored by Eve London. Head over there.
And Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh no. You probably get like taken down for being a unregistered sponsor.
Unregistered sponsor.
We're not registered by Raid Shadow Legends, but Raid Shadow Legends Senpai, please sponsor us.
Yeah, give us all the money. Anyway,
Luke, your final thoughts?
See you all next Tuesday.
See you next
That's
Tuesday.
That's my
Fuck
final
it.
thought.
We'll do it again. We did it last week, and the guy was pretty stoked about it. If anyone's got an AUTZ streamer they would like us to raid, throw their name, like we need like their fucking handle or whatever it is, in the Twitch chat, and we'll go raid them. Show someone a bit of love.
Yeah, see if we can do that. Carmen has a just giving for his pizza addiction. You addicted to pizza, Carmen?
How do you not know the meme?
I think addiction's a strong word.
I think we're lying.
He can stop anytime.
Where do you stand in the pineapple versus no pineapple battle?
That's a complicated question. I've not had pineapple on pizza for a long time.
It's a nuanced thing, isn't it?
Like
So apparently
a few weeks ago, I went to the store to like get a pizza, and the only ones they had left were like Hawaiian pizza, and I just stood there staring at it for like 4 or 5 minutes, and eventually I just turned around and walked off.
So apparently Carmen thinks it's a bad idea to have hollandaise pizza. So basically pineapple, ham, hollandaise sauce, and your average pizza.
Do we need to go and destroy Germany?
Again.
Fuck off.
The
You
fuck?
gotta be careful with this, Thomas. This is how wars have started. Wars have been started over less.
I sent you a Discord, Luke, of the only AU streamer on at the moment.
Alright, we'll see if this works.
Alright, guys, if it does work, it was good seeing you. Catch you next Tuesday on the Trash Talk Tuesday, and next Saturday on Serious Slander Saturday. This is Kale signing off.
Is it
/raid.
working? This channel has follower or subscriber only chat. RIP. Okay, I guess we won't be raiding after all then. See you guys later.
Hey, you can still raid him. We did it last week.
No, it doesn't work. You need to pick someone that doesn't have that. At least I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I can't be bothered figuring it out right now. See you all next Tuesday.